If you want your man to stay interested in you, the most important thing is to always stay authentic to the woman you actually are. So don't change just to please him, because when he met you, he fell for you because of the way you are. And this also means don't be a copycat and wear exactly the same thing that all other women wear. Your man is drawn to your energy and your style, so stay close to that and wear what makes you feel confident. The second thing is, and I call this maintenance. Keep investing in your body, in your looks. Take care of yourself like you're taking care of a person you actually love. Eat healthy. Go to the gym, because when you take care of yourself, you show that you respect yourself. And that means that your man will also respect you. But also challenge your mind. Take a class. Try a new sport. This is how you stay young at heart. Because just like your body renews its cells, like this you renew your energy. I want you to understand this about men. A man's mind stays engaged when he feels that he still gets to pursue you. And not because you are playing games, but because you are not standing still. And the thing is the following: if you stay interesting to yourself, you will also stay interesting to him. Not because you're trying to keep him. No, he can see that you're not performing. You are becoming. Never ask a man, what are you thinking? You are not his therapist. When he goes silent, give him space. You come off as a needy and insecure woman because you don't really care about what he's thinking. You care about controlling that you know what he's thinking. Men process differently. If he wants to open up, he will. Never ask a man, are we still on for our date? Because that sounds like you are waiting for his approval. But a smart, high-value woman confirms. She doesn't chase. If he is insecure, if he has confused you about if you're going out or not, then you are unavailable. Period. If you were on his mind, he would have wanted you there, because your place in his life should be felt, not negotiated. Never ask a man, where do you see us going? Wrong question. You don't ask for a future. You observe if that man is building one with you, because his actions always show how he really feels about you. And never ask a man, why didn't you text me back? He knows you don't need to ask. If he forgets, or he just doesn't want to be busy with you by replying to you, then that answer speaks louder than words. So stop asking for answers from men who don't even deserve access to you. Your power is in knowing that if he wanted to, he would. And even if he wanted to, but he doesn't know how to, then you should still be unavailable. There's one thing a man should give you, and that's way more important than love. And I'm not talking about giving you his trust, because if there's no trust, there cannot be any relationship anyway. When a man wants to be with you, and he claims that he wants to be with you in a serious relationship, what you really need is that he's absolutely certain of you. Because if he's not sure about you, he will always make you feel confused and uncomfortable. And what all women want is to feel safe next to a man. But in order to feel safe next to him, you must be sure that he chooses you and only you. But instead of listening to him and telling you all the time, you're the woman of my life, because men can tell you anything they want, you should always look not just at his actions or the intentions of his actions, but look at what he actually sacrifices for you. Look at what he does for you that is hard for him to do. For example, if he's very rich, then giving you some money is not very hard for him. But if he's very busy, then giving you his time is really hard for him. So never ask a man how he feels about you or about this relationship. Just always look at if the things he does for you are sacrifices for him. 2 hidden red flags that can destroy a relationship. The first one is a very subtle one. When you have a fight with your partner, or you have a disagreement with him, and he then starts to ignore you. But when your partner ignores you, it causes the same chemical reaction in the brain as if you were physically hit. And it makes you feel as if you're not good enough to confront. And the second red flag that is so sneaky is when your partner makes fun of you in front of other people. That is so demeaning and so incredibly destructive to your self-confidence. It creates fear in you because you subconsciously start to believe that what he says is the truth. For example, when he shares with your friends at the dinner table that it took you such a long time to get ready, it will make you defensive because you want him to accept you just the way you are. And if this has become a habit in your relationship, it could be a subtle reason for you two to break up. Because ignoring you or putting you down in front of others will only have as a result that you will resent your partner. You're not crazy, he just has an avoidant attachment style. So here's how to talk to him in a way that he actually hears you. The first thing you have to do is to slow down the emotional intensity. So for example, don't start your conversation with, we need to talk, or the other one, I just feel you don't care. That makes an avoidant man panic. He hears control or criticism, even if it's not there. So instead say this: I'm not here to pressure you. I just want to share how I feel, without expectations. Because this creates emotional safety. It's like you say to him, don't worry, you are free and I am secure. Because the thing with an avoidant is, he needs to feel that there's a distance between the two of you in order to be receptive to listen to you. The second thing that's very important, focus on the facts and not your feelings. Let's say he disappeared for a day or two when you needed support. Don't say, I felt hurt, you abandoned me. Instead say this: you know, when I didn't hear from you for 2 days, I started to realize how much I value being close to you. This works because you're not blaming him. You're just naming what happened without any drama. And that's exactly what keeps the door open for a real connection. And the third thing is, and this is probably the most important one, show that space between the two of you does not threaten you. One of the biggest fears an avoidant man has is that he will get trapped. So when you see that he needs space, don't punish him and don't panic. Literally tell him, take all the time you need, I'll be here. That shows emotional maturity. You literally flip the script. And that means that he will feel less pressure, and often he will come back faster because he sees that you don't really need him. You choose him. Now, if you've ever dated an avoidant man, you know how confusing it feels, especially if you have an anxious attachment style. So tag a friend who needs to hear this too, and follow me for more no-nonsense advice that actually helps.